Omni Smack for our me, Carolina Ruiz. Thank you for joining the Patreon. We're going to take this G train. Say hi to our brown M at 4th Avenue, 9th Street.
This is 15th Street, Prospect Park.
And get out at this station. Starting here at 15th Street Prospect Park, today we're going to visit every single station that has park in the name. Not Parkway, not a neighborhood like Ozone Park, that has a park we can visit. And we're going to visit all the parks with stations named after them. Because it's spring, it's a nice day. And Nightingale on Patreon said so. And I thought it was a great idea. Let's do this. Before we walk through Prospect Park, a bit about the station. As near as I can tell, this station has been named 15th Street Prospect Park since it first opened on October 7th, 1933. And on July 27th, 2005, this station was added to the U.S. National Register of Historic Places. Plastic. This day is going to involve a lot of walking. I think I'm going to try to edit all the park visits down to around, 60 seconds to 90 seconds each. That's a tall order for Prospect Park. Yeah, spoiler, that didn't work. Hey, doofies! Doofy doggies! Cute little doofy duckies. It's just before 9 a.m., so dogs are allowed off-leash, but he was leaving, so I guess that's why. Wait to cross. You know what? I'm just going to go. There you go. Got it. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to start the camera when I see... You know what? No, it's a nice day. It's a really nice day. I'm going to keep the camera on the whole time and just fast forward it. Changing my mind in real time because it's such a pretty, pretty day and such a good idea. Hey, that's a cool trail. What's up here? Let's go off-road and off-script Prospect Park Forest. Very cool. I'm going to take the high road. I'm high-roading all you people. Let's check it out. You hear that? I try to zoom in on that in editing and get the bird call, but that was a woodpecker. Yeah, it goes. You didn't hear the tick, 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 but it did that too. It did the woodpecking. Nature inside the biggest city in the nation. You can come here for days and days and still not really observe everything. I guess you can, but not if you look closely. There's a cemetery here I didn't even know about. That's the Friends Quaker Cemetery. And it was founded in 1849 and predates Prospect Park. It's about 10 acres. Prospect Park itself opened in 1867, and it's 526 acres. That's 2.13 square kilometers, not quite 1 square mile, but it's still only the second largest public park in Brooklyn. Marine Park is bigger. Doggy off leash, 9:08 a.m. There's a lot of cool stuff here. The Prospect Park Zoo, the boathouse, and Brooklyn's only lake. Another dog off leash. I know it's only like 10 after 9. But rules are there for everybody. Don't be that person. We live in a society. We have to act like it. I know, it doesn't hurt anybody until it does. Actually, jogging upstairs is probably a great way to get in shape. Check it out! Squirrel! I'm like a dog off leash. Squirrel! Oh, here's a monument I've never seen before. Let's go down here and check it out. In honor of Maryland's 400, who on this battlefield of August 27, 1776, saved the American Army. Excellent. A revolutionary memorial. Another dog on leash, but that lady had it off leash. Come on, follow the rules. Oh, check it. The floating goat. That's cool. I actually saw that guy in action in a previous video. I think it was for a Patreon exclusive, but it was pretty cool. I'm high-roading you two. High-roading. Literally, on the high road. I don't actually know Prospect Park by heart. I'm using Google Maps to figure it out. And Google Maps is surprisingly on point with where to go in Prospect Park, so use it. There's Brooklyn's only lake. And somebody lost the ball in it, of course. Duckies, wood ducks. Don't come at me, they're wood ducks, not mallards. Pause it and zoom in, you'll see. And sunning turtles. Doggy on leash, good job, lady. Walking through the park and checking out doggies. Oh wow, they still got the ice up on the ice skating rink. It's the LaFrac Center. LaFrac! Anyway, that's ice skating. I don't know how much longer it'll be around. It'll turn into roller skating. I just like saying, "La frick!" Bubbles! Beautiful bubbly day. Lovely. So we just effectively walked from the northwest corner of Prospect Park to the southeast corner. I bet you thought I was going to the Prospect Park station on the Brighton line. I actually came to Parkside Avenue. The Parkside Avenue station was originally built in the 1800s by the Brooklyn and Brighton Beach Railroad, and it was named Flatbush Station. Omni Smack! Sky the Pony, thanks for joining the Patreon. City ticket sponsorship, thank you. Then in 1905, the Brooklyn Rapid Transit Company acquired it and reopened it as Woodruff Avenue. But that name didn't last long, and the station was soon renamed Parkside Avenue around the same year, 1905. There is a Q train stopped on the tracks up there. This can't be good. Let's go down and check it out. Okay, it started moving again. Prospect Park has not one, not two, but 3 stations that reference it. So we'll just toot up here, one stop on the Q train to the actual Prospect Park stop on the Brighton line. And we're getting an R46! Woohoo! Yay! Okay. I realize I don't actually dislike the R46s. I just very much passionately hate the LCDs on the side. It's just a bad choice. Oh no, come on. Come on. I guess we stopped at the same place that other Q train was stopped at. Oh darn, I forgot. Oh well. This is actually Prospect Park, a low bridge. I forgot that I have to be about mid-platform to get straight across to the Franklin Avenue shuttle. Everybody looking at me, talking into the camera. So the next station we're going to visit, I wanted to get a shot of the SF there. Next station we're going to visit is sort of a stretch, but it needs to be visited. We're not going to visit the accompanying park because we kind of already did, but it's one station away from this one. Here we are. This Botanic Garden station opened October 1st, 1928. Fun fact about this cool looking tunnel, it's the oldest tunnel currently in subway use. The 4th station with tangential naming scheme related to Prospect Park is Botanic Garden here on the shuttle train. We walked through Prospect Park, but we didn't walk through the Botanic Gardens, which is actually kind of Prospect Park, but you gotta pay to get in, and it's kind of a separate thing, but it's part of it. It's weird, but I figured since I have to transfer to the 4 train here, or the 5, it would be good to go ahead and cover all my bases, so nobody in the comments is like, what about Botanic Garden? Actually, shout out to Patreon for mentioning Botanic Garden. Anyway, this station replaced the nearby Consumers Park station on the Brighton line, which itself had been renamed Botanic Garden in 1919 before it was closed and demolished and replaced by this station. And here we are at Franklin Avenue, Medgar Evers College. We visited this one in the All Colleges station. This fade is not on purpose. I don't know, my camera wasn't recording. Okay, that door, poor 2 train's having a tough time closing its doors. Ooh, are we gonna race the 2? Yeah, well, I mean, we're gonna beat the 2 because the 2 stops at Hoyt, and we're not.
It's against the rules and very dangerous to ride or walk between train cars unless it's an emergency or if you're directed to by a police officer or MTA crew member. Have a safe day and thank you for riding with us.
It really is annoying when you see somebody walk through the doors. It's like, oh man, what brand of crazy am I going to witness now? Somebody comes out from that storm door.
The elevator is at the rear of the platform.
Let's aim out this way for a bit. New perspective on life.
The next stop is Bowling Green.
Stands clear of the closing doors.
What was that station that's next, you say? Bowling Green? We might be going there. Oh, hey, somebody just sat down. Oh, she saw me. She saw me. Oh, she's telling on me. Ah! I'm just waving at them. They're cool. All right, well, just to be polite, I'm going to aim out the other way.
Sergeant Passengers, we have a train in front of this one. As soon as it clears, we will proceed.
That's okay, I guess, sure.
This is Bowling Green.
Transfer is available to the Staten Island Ferry.
This is an accessible station.
The elevator is at the center of the platform.
Well, it is. Is it good for it? Okay, we're here at Bowling Green. Let's go visit the Bowling Green Park. But first, the Bowling Green station opened July 10th, 1905 as an extension of the IRT's original line to South Ferry. The best thing about this station is that it still maintains its original head house in Battery Park. And the station was named after Bowling Green Park since its beginning. Very touristy here, very touristy. Because the park is old, like old. Still there. So old that the U.S. was still under British rule when it was designated as a park in 1733. In fact, the fence surrounding it is also the oldest fence in New York City. The fence used to protect a statue of King George, and each post on the fence used to have a royal finial decoration at the top, but they all got sawed off on July 9th, 1776, the day that the Declaration of Independence reached New York City. This is Bowling Green Park. It was the first park to be established in New York City in March 1733. That's how old this park is. Probably why it's so small. I hope they get this fountain up and running. I like fountains. New York City parks seem to hate their fountains in the spring, but they'll get it running eventually. And right outside Bowling Green, we have the Bull's Butt. So many tourists. No thanks. And lots of bull souvenirs. Bull here, bull there, all bull. But we're not here for bull balls. We're here to look at train stations named after parks. Next stop is Rector Street. Not named after a park, but we'll get there. For some reason, it's supposed to be good luck to touch the bull's testicles, so that's why I said bull balls. I remember this place. I stopped here on a Subway archaeology video for the Uber Eats ad. But not gonna worry about that now. This video is not sponsored by anybody but Patreon. Thank you, Patreon. The Rector... Oh, there it is. That was an easy walk. Rector Street, there's no crossover or under for this particular station. It was hidden. But we get an opportunity for another Omni Smack for the NYC Rail Fanner. Thank you for your continuing City Ticket Patreon sponsorship. And it's got one of those creepy exit-only heats. High entry exit turnstiles, heat. The ones that are like wrought iron are creepy. It's an R68A W train. Oh, almost had an empty train car. Somebody joined me. Oh well. W is for that'll work. Will work. Because we're only going to City Hall. Not Cortlandt. Cortlandt or World Trade. I guess World Trade has a park? I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. And now we find ourselves at City Hall, so let's go visit City Hall Park. City Hall Station, the current City Hall Station on the R and W lines, first opened January 5th, 1918. Creepy. It's named for, City Hall, not City Hall Park, but I think it counts. City Hall Park was built alongside the current City Hall when it was rebuilt from scratch starting in 1803. But this site has been a gathering place since even before City Hall was located here. In fact, on July 9th, 1776, George Washington read the Declaration of Independence here, right before a crowd led by the Sons of Liberty marched down to Bowling Green to tear down that statue of King George and saw off the tops of the fence like we talked about earlier. Now I know City Hall stop is named after City Hall, not necessarily City Hall Park, but there is a City Hall Park. So it's only fair that I give the park a little bit of attention. City Hall gets all the attention. Right below me is the decommissioned old City Hall station that the 6 train loops through. Now, I can't actually visit that station, but I have visited it before. You can visit it by becoming a Transit Museum member and scoring yourself a ticket. But if you want to see it, it's at the end of my first Subway archaeology video, the last segment. Brooklyn Bridge City Hall is one of the original subway stations in the city, but back then the station was just named Brooklyn Bridge, and that's because there was already a City Hall station, the original City Hall station. Does this elevator smell like pee? Okay, the Brooklyn Bridge City Hall elevator on the Lexington line Smells nothing like P. Smells just like nothing. It's great. Tall ceiling, big elevator, clean. This is a 5. Oh man, it's kind of dirty on the glass, but I don't know, man. 4.75. It's not super clean, but it's a good job maintaining this, considering it's right next to the park. But back to this station, a connection to the Chambers Street J train station was added in 1948. Omni Smack for Pinkie Pie. Thank you for continuing Patreon sponsorship. Oh, fixing the tiles. Very cool. Good job. In 1963, the station was renovated and renamed Brooklyn Bridge Worth Street. It wasn't named Brooklyn Bridge City Hall until the mid-1990s.
There is an Uptown Express store train to 129th Street, Grand Concourse. Approaching the station, please stand away from the platform.
2007 was a good year. Let's take this 6 train. Oh, seems like the 6 train should have a proper map that doesn't have the F and M crossing each other in Queens.
This is Canal Street. Press is available to the JCNURW.
Canal.
Northbound 6 Train, Spring Street, next
On we go, past Canal. Spring Street.
Northbound 6 Train, Bleecker Street is next.
Bleak, bleak. Ah, 1950s tiles. And the weird green color that was so prolific back then.
Press is available to the F&M train.
All right, well now it's time to transfer here at Bleecker / B-Laugh. Why not? Does this elevator smell like pee? Well, that button didn't light up. That's not a good start. The outside button. All right, close already. Yeah, you know when a timer goes up when I'm reviewing an elevator, it's not a good sign for the elevator. 15 seconds. 18 seconds, that's insane. I should subtract the star for every 5 seconds extra past 5 seconds. That door stays open. -1 star though, that's a standard. Big elevator, smells like cleaning stuff, so that's not great, but not like pee. This is oh wow, what a mess. Yeah, this elevator could use replacing, like 2.5, my goodness. Yeah, not great, not a good score. But I mean, at least it works, better than nothing. Let's take the D, pause, train. And I paused, didn't know if I was gonna take it or not, but I am. Let's go.
West 4th Street, Washington Square. Transfer here is available for the A, C, and E trains on the upper levels. After them across the platform.
Washington Square, you say? There's actually plenty of room to put the word park after square. But that's why we're here. West 4th Street, Washington Square has 3 levels. The lower level was completed in 1940 and serves the 6th Avenue line. That's the B, D, F, and M. The center level is a mezzanine. There's a reason this is everyone's least favorite station. The upper level was completed in 1932 and serves the 8th Avenue line. That's the A, C, and E. This one is on the U.S. National Register of Historic Places as well, added in 2005. It was named West 4th Street instead of just 4th Street because the operator of the IND subway system thought there would be confusion between this station and the South 4th Street station. You know, South 4th Street. Yeah, that station was never built. And yet this is still named West 4th Street. Last time I was here, they were replacing the elevators and half the stairs. And it was a mess. A little bit better now. Hey, check it out. Tiny Park. Golden Swan Garden. AKA the shortcut. Yeah, everybody just cuts through here to get to this road. To get to, a movie set? Heck yeah. Let's be in a movie. Lots of C-stands over there. Created in 1871, Washington Square Park is about 10 acres total in Greenwich Village. It's right by NYU and always bustling with activity. Looks like they're setting up to shoot at one of the chess tables, rows of chess tables back there. They threw up some diffusion back there. A park with fake ground is kind of funny to me. Love some daffodils though. I think they're daffodils. One of the more popular parks. The Parc de Triomphe, if you will. That's actually Washington Square Arch. You can tell by the sculptures of George Washington. And this is the Tisch Fountain. Man, New York City really hates fountains. Now we're going to definitely named after park subway stations. Yep, Washington Square Park, still a bit iffy because it is. It was named after Washington Square, the park. No parking, Zugzwang. So apparently the name of the film they're shooting is Zugzwang. I don't think that's the name of the film they're shooting. I think that doesn't sound like a name of a film anybody would watch. They probably just put up a fake name. Just push the, nope. Somebody with a stroller waiting to get in. So I'm not going to bother. It's a new elevator installation. That's always a good thing. Yeah. Oh well. All of these smack for Colonel Potter of 4077. Thank you so much for continuing your Patreon sponsorship. What in the world? DB blank F. That is some out of order weirdness there. Those stickers. Whoever was in charge of putting up those stickers on those red LEDs. The center mezzanine at West 4th is... Like I was saying, whoever's in charge of putting up those stickers on those scrolling red LED signs, I don't know. They didn't do a very good job. B-Train! Not going to 34th Street Herald Square. Good old R68/68A speaker buzz. Oh, 42nd Street, Bryant. What? Bryant, what?
42nd Street, Bryant Park, transfer to FMNQRW, south to Grand Central Station, 1237 train.
The 42nd Street Bryant Park station opened December 15th, 1940. However, the tunnel linking the 5th Avenue 7 train station with this station wasn't opened until 1971, and the in-fare connection to the Times Square 42nd Street station was opened September 7th, 2021. Bryant Park is about 10 acres, smack in the middle of the busiest part of the city. Bryant Park is really nice, and it's a bit of a tragedy that I've only been here once before, honestly. They have summer movie nights out there on the lawn. There's a pretty sick little carousel for the kids, and it's just a nice little oasis, basically in the middle of the city where it's built up the most. The first park at this site was opened in 1847, but the park was called Reservoir Square back then. But, best of all, it doesn't hate its fountain. But the square was renamed to Bryant Park in 1884 for abolitionist and journalist William Cullen Bryant. Check out the little robot lawnmower there with a carousel in the background. Modern day. According to Wikipedia, this is the #1 busiest station complex in the entire subway system. You know, I gotta get at Times Square, and it's such a nice day and it's not that far. I really should walk. But honestly, that's just because of the free transfer between 42nd Street Bryant Park, Times Square 42nd Street, and 42nd Street Port Authority. Asmundrak! Thank you for continuing your Patreon sponsorship. Right now, I'm walking under Bryant Park. There's an art installation on the transfer to the 7 that I missed. It's basically called Under Bryant Park. It's very cool. Check it out. 5 Ave Bryant Park, sure. Not 42nd Street Bryant Park. It's just called 5 Ave on the map. It's 5th Avenue.
This is a reminder that sitting or lying down on the floor, platforms, stairs, or landing isn't permitted in subway facilities. Please don't block the movement of others or take up more than one seat. If you do any of these actions, you could be fined, receive a civil penalty, or be asked to leave the train.
That sounds like a new announcement.
42nd Street, an accessible station. The elevator is at the center of the platform.
Transfer is available to the 1, 2, 3, A, T, E, N, Q, R, and W trains, and shuttle to Grand Central. Connection is available to the 4th Authority bus terminal.
Alrighty then. Thank you for that. We's going to transfer. Bear with me because we got a long way to go to the next park. But we'll get there. Gonna start with this 3 train. A roll sign. Fake roll sign. Just a sticker. So we're gonna take this to 96. So that's just 2 stops, but they're express stops, so it'll be a bit. Tappity tap, baby. Get past all the stations that aren't 70 seconds. Yeah, there we go, 70 seconds.
Transfer here to the 1 and 2 train. 96th Street is next, stand clear to both.
Don't mind if I do.
96th Street.
A couple of years ago, I would have stayed on that 3 train and gone to 110th Street, Central Park North, but that's now called Malcolm X. So that doesn't exist anymore, so it's not counting. We're gonna take the 1. Guess where? I'm sure you can guess where. It's gonna be a ride. So let's just enjoy the ride on the 1 train all the way to the end. It's gonna be a bit. First, we got to get past the regular underground stations, and then we hit 125. But first, before 125, Cathedral Parkway 110. But then we get to my old stomping grounds here at Columbia University, 116. Okay, now we go back above ground for a bit. We just sort of come up for air here. 125. Yep, it's a cool station. And then we go back underground to City College. Another station we hit during the All College Stations video. So I wanted to slow down here because between 137 and 148, there's a huge area for underground storage. That's what they use this for mostly, for like 1 train. I don't know if I think it's just 1 train underground storage. They don't store 2s or 3s here. Anyway, but that's why on a reroute from a previous video, they had to go up here to 145th, not 148, 145 to be able to go back down. They rerouted the 2 train up to 145 and then back down down to the downtown side on the 1 line. So yeah, they got to go to 145 to turn it around. So here's 157, 168. Oh, this is the cool station with the... Oh, I'm not at a good place to see that though. To see the cool station. I like 168 on the 1. I also like 180. It's got a cool rounded feel to it too. I like tunnels that feel like round tunnels for some reason. I don't know why. I don't like the squared off. It's not that I don't like it. I don't like it or dislike it. It's just not as cool to me. The squared off stations where they have flat walls and flat ceilings. I like it to feel like the giant worm came through and burrowed through the tunnel. Dykeman Street, and we're back outside. And we're gonna stay outside too. All the way to the Bronx. Oh my gosh, that's so desolate. One dude on a little e-bike going down the road by himself. Crazy. Not a lot of people out and about today, huh? At least not here. Plenty of them at Bryant Park. There's the head of the dragon, sort of a baby shot of the head of the dragon. The sharper curves are way more cinematic, very much cooler looking. 207, we're in the 200s now. I mean, Dykeman's basically 200 Street. 215, and people working on the tracks, which is why we're going so slow. So slow. Let's keep going. On into more Manhattan. Because it's Marble Hill. It's actually part of the borough of Manhattan. And there's the Metro North tracks. Back in the day, they redirected the canal through Marble Hill, or under, like, south of Marble Hill. They used to go up above Marble Hill and be part of Manhattan, but then they like redirected the canal, cut off a part of it, but it still stayed part of the borough of Manhattan. Marble Hill history, hoo waha. Not part of the island anymore, just part of the borough. All right, 1 train, let's do this. South Ferry. Oh, lovebirds. Pidgeys in love. Spring day, baby. All right, let's get going, shall we? Oh, come on, no announcement? Come on, tell me to get off. the train. Still no manual last stop announcement. Welcome to the first of 3 subway stations in the Bronx named after parks. 242nd Street, Van Cortlandt Park. The 1 train was in very much of a hurry. Just dropped me off and went back on his way. Didn't even get cleaned. 242 Van Cortlandt is the last stop on the 1 train. So let's go take a little stroll through Van Cortlandt Park, shall we? Van Cortlandt Park, 242nd Street, as it's named on official subway maps, is yet another on the National Register of Historic Places. It opened August 1st, 1908. The order of its names has shifted a lot over the years, at one point even being named Van Cortlandt Park, Manhattan College, 242nd Street, Broadway, like on this 1972 map. But the park has always been part of the station's name in some capacity. Van Cortlandt Park itself is home to a large population of black fur squirrels. That's probably the most important thing here. So cute. Van Cortlandt Park is huge. It's bigger than Prospect Park by a lot. At 1,146 acres, this is only the city's 3rd largest park and the 2nd largest to have a subway stop named after it. Looks like the trees are just starting to bud. It'll look real nice once it gets green, but it's still a spring feeling day. The park was named for the Van Cortlandt family, prominent during the Dutch and English colonial periods. Okay, apparently this is the Empire State Trail. Launched in 2017, the Empire State Trail is 750 miles long. It starts in New York City, goes up the Hudson River Valley, west to Buffalo, and then north to the Adirondacks. That's crazy. Okay, this says 1904. And I think I just realized this is a rail bridge. I'm gonna walk up here. Yeah, I feel like this was definitely a railroad at one time because this structure right here definitely looks like a railway station stop. That was the Van Cortlandt Park stop of the old Putnam Railroad, which operated from the 1870s to the early 1980s, but it stopped passenger rail service around 1958. Even got what looks like some old railroad ties. Anyway, back down we go to try and get to Woodlawn on the 4. I just wanted to check this out. It's definitely a leftover of the railroad stop. Okay, north we go. Oh wait a second. Come on. The Lake House at Van Cortlandt Golf Course. Oh, it's a stupid golf course. That's not a park. Now we gotta find my way there and get across this highway. I was trying to beat Google Maps and go straight toward the Woodlawn 4 stop, but it wasn't having it. Van Cortlandt Park's design wasn't letting me do it. Okay, now I'm just gonna wait here and cross the road with a crosswalk that's definitely, I have right of way. No, just let me cross. Okay, yeah, now I can cross. Fat little good that sign did. What the heck, I'm going off-road a little bit. The forest here has been around for 17,000 years, since the end of the Wisconsin glaciation. I just thought that was an interesting little tidbit. It's pretty steep up here. Now we're just going to walk. Oh man, we hit pavement again. I like the dirt trail, but that's okay. Still a beautiful view, beautiful day. Got some nice play area over there, recreation area. Blooming, what look like dogwoods maybe? Not quite. I don't think they're actually dogwoods. Maybe Bradford pears. Thanks to Robert Moses, both the Henry Hudson Parkway and Mosholu Parkway cut right through the center of the park. Boo! Just love to see that. Coming up over a natural hill to see the highway. And they want me to cross the road the other... Ugh. It's one of those things where they don't have a crosswalk on the side I'm on. Had to leave the park. I can't really endorse Van Cortlandt Park's design with the highways given priority. That's just the way it was designed back when Robert Moses was in charge. Whatever. This is the intersection of Gun Hill Road and Mosholu Parkway. Mosholu Parkway, still not a park. Let's cross the road and... Wait a second. Mosholu Parkway is a park, I guess. Okay, well... Maybe it is a park, but I'm not going there because I don't like it. It says Parkway and that means road. Across the road there is the golf course, some golf course. I think the Mosholu golf course, who cares? It connects Van Cortlandt Park to Bronx Park, which is our next destination. I wish there should be a crosswalk, but there's not. But seriously, it's just a road. So this is all the blurb it's going to get for this video. Waiting for the cars to pass so I can maybe get across the street. Yay! It's fine. I'm not that busy. Oh, the old Croton Aqueduct Trail. That's cool. If I wasn't making a video today, I might actually hike this one a ways. It's a 26.5 mile trail and runs all the way up to the Croton Dam along what used to be the Croton Aqueduct. That was the 19th century aqueduct that the High Bridge was built to support. I did a video about the High Bridge a few years back. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm actually going to walk to the Mosholu Parkway for train stop instead of Woodlawn because, I mean, it's actually closer. Oh no. Well, that's not good. Oh, I guess it's laid up on the express track. Yeah, an express track that is weirdly a feature of the 4-line. Oh, come on. Well, that's annoying. Just let me go up the stairs and go to the subway. Gotta walk all the way here. Hey, coconuts! I think, no, not, were they coconuts? I don't think so, actually, no. Pidgeys! Not coconuts, silly me. Anyway, Omni Smack for coconuts, I mean Jonathan Blacklock! Thank you for your continuing Patreon sponsorship! More Pidgeys. So, completely by accident, I visited Mosholu Parkway Park and Mosholu Parkway Station. It just can't pick what it wants to be. This was an accident. It will not be happening again. I will not visit any more Parkway stations. Or at least I won't talk about them if I do. Maybe I will visit them. Who knows?
This is a Manhattan-bound forward train. The next stop is Bedford Park Boulevard, Lehman College.
So we got a ways to go. Got to travel down and then back up. I was doing that instead of taking a bus. Fun fact about Bedford Park, it's not actually named after a park. It's a neighborhood named after horse racing that used to be there. It's the same for Morris Park, Rego Park, and Ozone Park. All horse racing names. Oh no! Bro, that's not the museum train, is it? An R32 that got tagged. No. Oh, come on. Whoa, that is some bright fake turf. Goodness.
Kingsbridge Road.
Kingsbridge. I believe Don Mousy, I think that's how you pronounce his name, on Instagram, did a nice little bit on Kingsbridge and the neighborhood and why it's called that. Very interesting. There literally used to be a bridge called Kingsbridge. Go check out his Instagram. I'm just going to cut to the next transfer. Here we are, 149th Street Grand Concourse, the giver of many problems on the IRT recently. Oh man, this is a weird transfer too, though. 149th Street G. Okay, 5. Might as well take this. This was a bad decision, but it doesn't matter. Not sure actually how that worked.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
You'll see later what I'm talking about. There were 2 5 trains in front of this 2 train that I have to take.
This is 3rd Avenue, 149th Street. Transfer to the BX41 Select Bus Service.
The Bronx is spaced out. Lots of space.
This is an Eastchester, Dyer Avenue bound 5 local train. The next stop is Jackson Avenue.
You know, if I had my way,
This is Jackson Avenue.
I would crayon in a shuttle all the way. Oh my gosh, Bobos! I would crayon in a shuttle that connects all of the terminus stations in the Bronx.
This is an Eastchester, Dyer Avenue bound 5 local train. The next stop is Prospect Avenue.
Prospect Avenue. No,
This is Prospect Avenue.
not to be confused with Prospect Park. Payless Line Furniture. What is line furniture? Hello, NYPD. Oh, let's see if we hear the announcement.
This is an Eastchester, Dyer Avenue bound 5 local train. The next stop is Intervale Avenue.
Nope.
Attention.
Aha, there it is. Good job.
NYPD are on the platform should you need their assistance.
Way to pause me another 5 seconds to make that announcement.
Transfer to the BX6 Select Bus Service.
Nope, not taking the BX6, taking the BX12. 2 times the BX6. Let's get. I'm bored.
Simpson Street.
Simpson. Oh, hello, that's Mr. Simpson. My gosh.
This is an Eastchester.
That was about the most New York looking dude I've ever seen.
The next stop is Freeman Street.
Most Bronx looking man. All right, on we go. Freeman Street. Oh man, that dude's mogging. That's what you kids call it, right? Mogging?
This is an Eastchester, Dyer Avenue bound 5 local trains. The next stop is 174th Street.
Okay, let's just get on. Hey, we should visit that park. Check out that park. That's the building with a park stop for the park. Whatever. Oh my! Oh, you didn't like my joke. Oh my gosh, that lady was not amused at my joke.
Dyer Avenue bound 5 local trains. The next stop is East 180th Street.
East 180. Yeah. Sadly, we don't get to visit the exterior of East 180. Just the interior, which is kind of dumpy, honestly. The interior is kind of dumpy. Not downstairs. In fair. Big station, though. Big complex. See, it's kind of dumpy up here. So I realized I actually need to be on the 2 train to go one stop past East 180th Street. And that is some nasty spacing right there. 0 minutes, 2 minutes, 7 minutes, and then 8 minutes, and that's terrible. Do you see how there's suddenly 3 5 trains? Editing in front of the 2.
Westfield bound 2 train. The next stop is Bronx Park East.
I'm sorry, Bronx what? East? What? Say it again. Oh, we're honking. Oh, we're taking our time getting there, aren't we? What are we honking at? I don't see anybody on the tracks, but he sure is honking. I guess there's construction or something somewhere. Anyway, say the name of the station again. Say it.
This is Bronx Park East.
The Bronx Park East Station opened March 3rd, 1917. Second station in the Bronx, named after a park, Bronx Park East, which means it's the station to the east of Bronx Park. Mysterious, right? I like how it has the 2 and the 5 listed for rush hours. And it's pretty far down on the list of commuter traffic, ranking 397 out of 423. Now, the Bronx Park is huge. It is home to both the New York Botanical Gardens, which is where the holiday train show was, and it's also home to the Bronx Zoo. It's huge. I'm only going to walk a sliver of it because I just need to walk to the next train station to take a bus. This is Bronx Park. Man, I am not going to do this one justice. The Botanical Gardens are amazing. The Bronx Zoo is amazing. This is probably the lamest part of Bronx Park, but here we are. Bronx Park was founded in the 1880s and was acquired with funds authorized by the 1884 New Parks Act, which was intended to preserve lands that would soon become part of New York City. Ooh, Bronx courts. Handball. The hand, and that's it. That's all. It's just handball. Wall ball. What? Fun little fact. Fordham University gave away much of the land for this park on the condition that it be used as a zoo and a botanical garden. So we have Fordham University to thank for those 2 New York City wonders. The highway runs right through the park over there. Probably why this is the lamest part of the park. I am not a fan of how the Bronx runs highways through their parks. Bronx Park occupies 718 acres of land, making it the 8th largest park in New York City. Well, looks like the pedestrian path splits off from the bike and roller skating path, so I gotta go this way. Ben Abrams Playground. Okay, that was sudden. It's frustrating when I follow the rules and then see other people don't. It didn't bother me that much, the biker going by, but I followed the pedestrian path. Why couldn't he follow the bike path? Yeah, no big deal. No harm done. Still. Apparently, Bronx Park East is the name of the road. But, wow, this is a really blurry, gray area. I guess there really aren't any stations named after parks that much. This one's named after a road. Yeah, everything's a road. I mean, transit makes sense. $3.89, it looks like, for gas. Okay. That's the cash value. Anyway, more if you pay a card. Antillana, whatever. Anyway, we're here at the station that I wanted to get to. Here's the Pelham Parkway Station, opened March 3rd, 1917, but we're not taking the train from here. We're going to take the BX12 Select Bus Service. Not me running to catch the bus. Made it though. Thanks. And I thanked her. Omni Smack for Vitava. Thank you. Actually, Omni Boop. I hope this was the right one. Thank you for your continuing Patreon sponsorship. And we are on the BX12 Select Bus Service. Wow, we're kind of booking it. Look at us go. Time-lapse time, though. Let's go. Heck yeah. Everybody on, everybody off. Go, go, Bendy Boy. Dang. BX12 SBS flies. The Pelham Bay Park Station is the northern terminus for the 6 train. So here's the Pelham Bay Park Subway Station. This one is definitely named after a park. And while we're here, does this elevator smell like pee? Nope. Nope. 0 stars. Pelham Bay Park smells like pee. The station opened December 20th, 1920. But this station was one of the first stations to become ADA compliant, installing elevators in 1989. Although the current elevators were renovated in 2016, so that these are only 10 years old. It ranks 270 out of 423 in commuter traffic. Now, I visited Orchard Beach in Pelham Bay Park last year for Where To Now. It's a really great beach. I like this park. So let me just go cross over, walk a little bit, maybe check out this monument. What I didn't know last time is you walk across this little bridge right here to get to the BX12 to take you to Orchard Beach. And so, now that you know that, and I know that, I did that last year. I went to Orchard Beach, so I don't have to do it again this year. Let's visit Pelham Bay Park. Pelham Bay Park is a whopping 2,772 acres. That's the nature center over there. Not sure what all goes on there, but there's a picnic area. Very nice. Making it the largest park in New York City, more than 3 times the size of Central Park. The park was created in 1888. Orchard Beach was created in the 1930s as part of the park thanks to, get this, Robert Moses. I mean, he didn't create the beach, but he did expand it. Big place for barbecue. Very nice. Then he just went and did what he did best and paved all around it to create a recreation area. Then he announced a plan for a new golf course, because of course he did. Anyway, Orchard Beach is great. If you want to see it, go watch my other video. It says, a grateful city erected this shaft to the glorious memory of its Bronx County sons who gave their lives for their country in the World War. Erected 1932. Let's take a look at it. Goodness. Very, very nice. So this is a World War I memorial. Erected before they even knew there was going to be a World War II. Maybe now is not the time to comment on the possibility. Never mind. I don't think I can really top the sentiment of the monument here. So let's just end it right here and call it a day. In your opinion, did I miss a station that's named after a park? Drop it in the comments. Let me know if I missed it. Till next time, leave your car at home. Take the train or the bus or just walk through one of New York's many, many parks. It's a beautiful spring.